Reflections of Shadows. In a small, forgotten town, there was an old house at the end of Willow Street, shrouded in stories of tragedy and loss. It had stood vacant for years, its windows boarded up and weeds overtaking the yard. But when 12-year-old Lily moved in with her family, she felt a strange pull toward the house's dusty corners and darkened rooms. One rainy afternoon, while exploring the attic, she stumbled upon a large, ornate mirror. Its frame was intricately carved, depicting swirling vines and faces that seemed to watch her. Intrigued, Lily wiped off the thick layer of dust, revealing a polished surface that glimmered in the dim light. As she peered into it, she felt a tingle run down her spine. Something about the mirror felt alive. At first, Lily saw only her own reflection, but as she studied it, the image began to shift. The background darkened, and in the corner of the mirror, she noticed a shadowy figure, a girl who looked almost like her, but with hollow eyes and a sinister grin. Startled, Lily turned around, heart racing, but found nothing but empty attic space. "It's just my imagination," she whispered, convincing herself. The next few days, Lily became obsessed with the mirror. She would sneak up to the attic, hoping to catch another glimpse of the girl. Each time, the shadow would be closer, its grin wider, as if it were beckoning her. Lily tried to tell her parents, but they dismissed her tales as childish nonsense, a product of an overactive imagination. One night, unable to resist, she crept back to the attic after everyone had gone to bed. As she stood before the mirror, the air grew colder, and she could hear a faint whisper. "Help me," it echoed, sending chills through her. The girl in the mirror now looked desperate, her eyes pleading. Without thinking, Lily reached out, placing her palm against the cool glass. In an instant, the mirror rippled like water. The girl lunged forward, her arm stretching through the surface, grabbing Lily's wrist with a grip like iron. Panic surged through Lily as she tried to pull away, but the shadowy figure whispered urgently, "Don't let them take you." With a surge of strength, Lily yanked her arm back and stumbled away, breathing heavily. The mirror was now just a mirror again, its surface smooth and unyielding. But the sense of dread lingered. Days turned into weeks, and Lily found herself drawn back to the attic, unable to resist the compulsion. Each time she looked into the mirror, the girl's expression transformed from desperation to something darker, almost triumphant. "Join me," she would hiss, and with each visit, Lily felt herself losing control over her own will. One stormy night, lightning illuminated the attic, and in that flash, Lily saw the girl's true form, a twisted version of herself, dark and sinister, with a laugh that echoed like broken glass. Terror coursed through her, and she realized the truth. The mirror was a portal, and the girl was not trapped, she was waiting for someone to take Lily's place. Desperate, Lily shouted, "I won't let you." But the mirror pulsed with a strange energy, vibrating as if it were alive. The girl's laughter filled the room, drowning out Lily's cries. The air grew thick, and she felt her mind slipping, the shadows tugging at her consciousness. With one final act of defiance, Lily ran at the mirror and slammed her palms against it, channeling every ounce of will she had left. "You won't have me," she screamed. The mirror cracked, a web of fractures spreading across its surface. The girl screeched in rage, her form distorting as the mirror shattered. Shards flew everywhere, and in that moment of chaos, Lily felt a rush of warmth envelop her, pulling her back from the brink. When the dust settled, the attic was silent. The mirror was gone, replaced by a pile of jagged glass scattered across the floor. Lily collapsed to her knees, gasping for breath, but she was free. Yet, as she looked around, a cold realization washed over her. In the reflections of the broken glass, she could still see the girl, the twisted grin lingering, watching, waiting for the next chance to break through. The whispers remained, echoing in her mind, and the warning was clear: the shadows were never truly gone, they were simply biding their time.